Hi, I'm Mindy Weinberg. In this episode of infoNOTmercial, we're going to be taking a look at the Magic Bullet. Now, this product may resemble a miniature blender, but according to the infomercial, it's the personal, versatile countertop magician, able to do far more than just make personal smoothies. In fact, they claim the Magic Bullet is so easy and convenient, you'll want to use it every day. Well, we decided to put that claim to the test and use it for some daily food preparation. We found some things we really liked about it. We also found some things that the infomercial didn't show you. So, is the Magic Bullet really magic, and is it worth the $60 price tag? Stick around and we'll show you. The first obvious use of this product is for blended drinks, since, after all, it does resemble a blender or smoothie maker. As you can see, it does a pretty good job with this, especially considering how small this device is. One of the nicest features about the Magic Bullet set is that it comes with mug-shaped blending cups and 5 colored lip rings, which allows you to blend and serve using the same utensil. This makes it fun at social gatherings and, of course, less cleanup. Now, anyone who's ever overfilled a blender with solid ice and fruit knows that sometimes the stuff on top does not get properly blended. Well, the Magic Bullet is no exception, and if anything, because of the narrow cup, it may make this problem even more common. However, since the Magic Bullet is relatively small in general, they actually recommend you perform what they call a pulse and shake method, in which you physically pick up the bullet and shake it in between blender pulses. Now, as you can see, this does work. However, they did neglect to show you this in the infomercial, probably because it doesn't make it look as easy and convenient as they'd like it to. Magic Bullet advertising suggests using it for less traditional tasks as well, such as whipping up eggs, sorbet, or chocolate mousse. Now, this is where the convenience of the Magic Bullet really shines. Normally, I wouldn't take out my blender for something like preparing eggs for an omelet, but because it's so easy to clean and small enough to leave out on the counter, it really does make this task a lot easier and quicker. Next, we tried grinding coffee beans, just as they did in the commercial. It actually performs quite well, so no need for a separate coffee grinder. And the set comes with a couple of screw-on lids so you could store it in that same cup until later. In the infomercial, they use the Magic Bullet to chop onions and garlic for some of their recipes. We actually found that this did not perform as well as claimed, leaving some parts of the onion unchopped. After using the pulse and shake method, as they recommended, we found that other parts of the onion were over-chopped, turning it into a mush as opposed to chopped onion. While the result might be usable in certain recipes, it certainly did not look pretty. It seemed to look so much easier in the commercial. Apparently they used cherry tomatoes and pearl onions to avoid the unequal chopping problem. Most of us don't only buy mini vegetables, and they do forget to tell you in the commercial that that's a requirement. The Magic Bullet set comes with cups and lids that are microwave safe and great for storing and dispensing. Keep in mind, however, that if you are going to microwave something in one of the cups, you've got to use one of the lids with the holes. So, for example, if you've stored something in the fridge using one of the solid lids, just remember to switch it. One of our testers forgot to do that, and what happened was the lid exploded in the microwave, creating a huge mess. You don't want that to happen. One thing I will mention, though, is that even with the warped lid and cup, they're both still fully functional, which does speak praises for the quality of this product. Another thing worth mentioning is that since the Magic Bullet cups are small, it may not be a suitable replacement for a food processor, which can handle much larger quantities of food. For example, we tested chopping potatoes with the Magic Bullet and found we had to put them in chunks, half a potato at a time. So, the Magic Bullet is fine for preparing a personal meal for 1 or 2 people, but for larger quantity recipes, you probably want to stick with your food processor. Another limitation of the Magic Bullet is that running it for over a minute will overheat the motor. This is clearly marked on the packaging. Here's a quick summary of the pros and the cons. For the pros, it's small, doesn't take up any more counter space than a large mug. Its convenient blending cups and lids makes storage and cleanup super easy. Microwavable cups means you can blend and heat with the same utensil, again, less cleanup. And it includes 2 blades, one for chopping and blending, and the other for grinding and whipping. As far as the cons go, it's too small to replace a food processor for larger portions, and it does not chop vegetables very well. Also, it does have a 1-minute overheat limitation. Bottom line, we are very impressed with the Magic Bullet. If you generally find yourself cooking for 1 or 2 people, the Bullet is very useful and way more convenient than a full-size blender or food processor. If, however, you do find that you're preparing meals for a larger group of people, the smaller blending cups may not be for you. But I'd still recommend it to almost anyone. The Magic Bullet really is a fantastic product, and we think you'll be very happy with the purchase. Be sure to check out our other reviews on infoNOTmercial.com.